Hello and welcome to Old Souls and New Noise. I'm Dave.
And I'm Jake.
Anything about Iron Man?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it made my Markiplier YouTuber. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure it did actually win an award for most blood. I'm pretty sure, like most blood used in a film. Second to I don't know what film it was that it came second to, but if you search up Markiplier Iron Lung Blood Award, it should just come up. I'm pretty sure it made most blood, like ever used in a film before.
Broke the world record for the most fake blood
Yeah, most fake
used
blood.
on film, set utilising over 80 gallons, 300,000 litres. This indie horror film surpassed the previous record holder. In 2013, Evil Dead using roughly 10,000.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, so what's it actually about then?
It's about, I think it's mainly about a game that was made. It was an indie game made by a single creator, and it's based off the game. And it's about like a horror,
Yeah.
where it's like a blood ocean, where it's like a monster and it's in a submarine
Sea of
collecting
Blood.
something. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Well, obviously knew the YouTuber. I wanted to go watch it, but it actually did really well, and I'm pretty sure it made a lot of money in return.
Have you already played the game?
No, I haven't played it. It's normally on Steam. Well, like PC
PC.
only. Yeah.
I remember you saying the other day.
Yeah, it's not really like PlayStation, which I would play
Console.
on. Yeah, it's not a console game, no. It was made by a single dev team anyway. Yeah. But I did want to go see it. It's 2 hours long as well, which is pretty big.
Why is it already out?
Yeah, it's been out for a while. Well, it's made by a 2 hours long, which is pretty long for a like a film made by
Based
a single
game, yeah.
Yeah, made by a single YouTuber creator, which is pretty big. It's like one of the first, I'm pretty sure. Like
Yeah.
first ever YouTuber to make a big Hollywood type film. It's like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was second in America at one point, and I'm pretty sure they took him off the list, or that's something he said about. But yeah, it's one of the pretty big film. I wanted to go see it, but I don't think there's any cinemas near us that do it.
So when did you first hear about it?
I heard about it. Well, I normally heard about it like I saw the trailer on YouTube. I was just on YouTube and I randomly saw it, and I realized Markiplier made it.
Where did they first come into filmmaking?
I think it was years ago he announced it, but it's been making it for years.
That's pretty cool. You've researched a lot about it
Not really much. I've seen stuff about it. I search up on YouTube YouTube and Google quite a bit.
then. That's how I watch, know the films that are coming out.
Oh, what?
Which you and especially Bridget used to get annoyed at.
Oh, what, when
I'd
you...
watch my trailers spamming.
Yeah, what, when you kept going on YouTube and spamming trailers and over again?
Yeah, but at least when I do it, I know what films are coming out months before, like they're even advertised on the telly.
Yeah, you know
Or-
way more random films than I do. I don't really know much about film trailers. I normally just hear it off you. That's where I get most of my films from.
Yeah, or spoilers.
Oh, yeah, all spoilers, like Spider-Man Brand New Day.
It's
Is that
so
brand new?
hard.
Is it Brand New Day?
Yeah, that's the next upcoming one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard not to though with social media.
Yeah, there's a lot of spoilers, especially on like Facebook and all that.
Well, I thought I'd be clever by following the groups.
That's not a good idea.
It's a very bad
Not when it comes
idea.
to spoilers. You're going to ruin everything.
Yeah.
You're going to know what happens in the film before the film even comes out at that point.
Well, the one that I saw the other day is a right spoiler, and
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you about it.
And honestly, I haven't heard any spoilers. You're like the worst person for spoilers when it comes to like knowing them.
That's a good thing when Spider-Man No Way Home came out, though, because everyone was saying that Andrew Garfield was going to be in it,
Yeah.
but obviously when he was going to, like red carpets or just any sort of interview in
Yeah.
studio, when he was getting asked the questions, he kept saying, "No, I'm not going to be in it. I'd love to be in it and stuff."
He's really good at making
So
it look like...
yeah, he lied, like he deflected the question so well. But nobody really thought, because Tobey Maguire is getting old, nobody thought he was going to be in it.
Yeah, no one really thought, because Andrew Garfield said he wanted to be Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
But Tobey Maguire said he would never do... Did he say he would never do it again? Or he said he won't want to do it again?
Yeah, I think they both kind of said they'd love to do it, but I think people just thought because Tobey Maguire's like, they got any of it,
Yeah.
but like past it sort
Yeah.
of thing. Whereas like Ryan Reynolds says to Hugh in Deadpool 3, "You're going to do this till you're 90."
Yeah.
But nobody's really going to be able to. What do you think? Do you think anyone will be able to?
I don't think anyone.
You know what I mean? Like Hugh Jackman is Wolverine.
Yeah, I feel like Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. It's the same with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Like, once someone's been so good at doing the role and they've been doing it for so long, the thing is with
I
Spider-Man,
don't think it's just how long they've been doing it. I think it depends if they've done it well.
yeah,
So you like Green Lantern that you done,
yeah, I like.
whereas I thought that was pretty dreadful.
I thought it was all right. Well, I was like, well, it didn't really come. I'm not much of a DC fan, so if it was really close, not close to the comics, then I'd probably been gone mental. But
Well, I think the reason why I didn't like it is because I think it was like too ahead of its time for CGI.
yeah, it used way
Well,
too much CGI.
Then I think DC's quite bad for that.
What?
You know, they just CGI it too much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's
you
just
could
too
say.
unrealistic. Whereas Marvel have just got it on point at the minute.
Well, not. I think like the most recent Marvel films haven't been that good, really.
No.
I think the best Marvel films I like so far are the ones where it uses quite a lot of practical effects, like actual physical effects. Like in the first Iron Man film, the director literally wanted to use mainly full practical effects, like a full actual suit, which I think is like the best when it comes to how good it will actually look at the end.
Yeah. And obviously storyline.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know how they're managing to go so bad. It's like they've both decided to change. DC's getting potentially good,
Yeah.
and Marvel's just starting to flop.
Marvel's
Like, if you actually watched the trailer for Supergirl,
yeah, you showed me the trailer.
It looks
Actually looks really
sick.
good. I think it looks amazing.
like that is pretty much on point to how Marvel used to be.
Yeah, it was literally
It
like,
had so much comedy.
but it was balanced. It was really
Yeah.
balanced. Like Thor Ragnarok, I think is my favorite jokey base because Taika Waititi, I think that's how I
Yeah,
say it. Basically, he got the balance so well between like a serious film and comedy film.
yeah.
My favorite Thor film, but it was balanced well. But then Love and Thunder, it wasn't
It was
good.
too slapstick.
And also, yeah, it's just full slapstick. Also, the goats were really annoying.
Yeah,
I don't know who thought that was.
the screaming goats.
Who thought that was a
are
good idea?
ridiculous.
Honestly, I don't know who thought that was a good idea to put screaming goats.
Probably
constantly.
him. He seems really whack like that. Like
Yeah,
the director.
yeah. I honestly don't know why he put screaming goats, but I do like Ragnarok, and I think Marvel is not doing as well. There is some alright Marvel films that came out, like Thunderbolts. I think Moon Knight did well. I liked Moon Knight, the series.
Have you already watched it?
I watched a bit of it, yeah.
See, I kind of got bored of it after a few episodes. I don't know why either, because it's so different and fresh.
Yeah,
You know, because it's like Egyptian type
yeah.
hero genre sort of type,
I think that's pretty cool.
like dark and
Yeah.
mysterious and like a bit mythical, if you like. You know?
Yeah,
Whereas a lot of other, it's like, oh, I get bit by a spider, or
a lot of it's repeated when it comes to Marvel. That's what a lot of people don't like. Like you can already predict what's going to come out and what's going to
Yeah.
happen.
But for Supergirl, it doesn't seem that dark for DC.
No,
It looks pretty. I'm dying to see who's actually gonna buy DC, because I was seeing it last night that might even be Paramount that's got it now.
I thought it was meant to be Netflix.
Yeah, I don't think it's finished, this bidding war, because well, it could be just fake news, I suppose. But apparently, they're hoping to bring out 30 movies a year for DC, Paramount, but obviously they must own it,
Yeah,
you know. So I'm not quite sure. You just don't really know these days, do you? What's real and what's fake?
I didn't think they would sell DC unless they just
No.
don't want to really use it anymore because it's just fallen off a bit.
Yeah.
But I think they're going more in the comic direction, like with the recent Superman film that came out.
Yeah, they try to copy Marvel with that, with comic accuracy.
I don't think they copy them out. I think they kind of both just realised that that's what everyone wants.
I do, but I don't. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? because like that the expectations are really high, and everyone that loves it. I mean, I've not even seen or read that many comics with my age, because obviously it was a big thing when I was a kid. Like, obviously, diehard fans still have it, don't they? Like,
Yeah.
all the comics and stuff. Do you know, like, off Big Bang?
Yeah. Where the
what's
comic
his
book
name?
store. What's...
Sheldon.
Yeah, Sheldon.
He's well, they're all mad for it, aren't they? But
Yeah.
if it's not accurate, like proper on point,
Yeah.
that's why people are losing interest, sort of thing.
It's hard because you've got to get a balance between people that like comics and people that like the films.
Yeah.
And you can't always do that. You've just got to try and get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. I mean, I do like it, and I do like, the fresh approach to new actors and actresses.
Yeah.
Because they're not all going to be able to do it until they're 90.
Yeah, and you can't reuse the same actors over and over and over again.
Because it becomes a bit complacent, doesn't it?
Yeah,
and boring and stale.
Yeah, you can't use Iron Man or Tony Stark or Andy J for 4 film in a row.
For 10 different characters.
Yeah, and Doctor Doom as well.
At this point, you might as well just come back as Doolittle.
Yeah, but I do actually love Robert Downey Jr. as like Iron Man. He is literally the only and best Iron Man. But you can't just keep reusing characters even though they're already meant to be dead.
You've never really seen Tom Cruise, have you?
No, I'm not. I've never watched.
Can you imagine him as Iron Man? He was supposed to be Iron Man before.
Was he?
Downey Jr. Yeah. Which would have been dreadful.
You think so? I've never watched much of Tom Cruise.
I've seen a few of Tom Cruise's films, and I've never been a big fan of him. I don't even know why. Because he's not like a really terrible actor.
I'm pretty sure most people like him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got a massive fan base, but I don't know. There's just something about him. I find him a bit annoying, to be honest. Top Gun was pretty good, and then obviously when they done the second / reboot of it done really well, didn't it? Like, during COVID.
Oh, yeah.
I'm quite excited to see what they do with Batman 2.
Oh, yeah, I like the first
because
Batman, the one with
what is it? I'm not sure what Bucky from Avengers' actual name is. It's Sebastian.
Sebastian Stan, I'm pretty sure.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Or is it Stan Sebastian?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Sebastian Stan.
Well, anyway, he's apparently going to be a Two-Face.
That might be good.
In the next Batman film. That would be pretty big.
Yeah, I think I'd like that. I think it would do a good job.
The same as the lad who's going to play Joker.
Yeah.
Barry Keoghan or something like that, his name is.
Yeah.
I just know him as from Eternals. I can't even remember his character's name.
I didn't watch Eternals because apparently it was that bad.
No, it's really good.
You like it? Apparently it was good.
Because it's a bit like Avengers, but they've all got... Well, there's one actually. There's two that's really like, characters from Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
So obviously, Marvel, you've got... what's he called again? What's the speedster called again in Marvel?
In Marvel, Quicksilver.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And the Flash
from
DC. Well, the woman that's in Eternals, she's got both. She's got that superpower.
Oh, she's basically a speedster, but for Eternals.
Yeah. I can't even remember all their names. But that's
one of them.
The superpower she's got.
I know one of them's like Superman a bit, but just a lot weaker.
Yeah, the leading guy. I only know him as Robb Stark from Game of Thrones. I can't remember. But he looks like Bucky as well. I'll have to show you a picture of them because they honestly look like the same person. But yeah, he's got the Superman powers in Eternals. You'll have to give it a watch.
I might.
Definitely worth.
The thing I've seen the most of is the Dorito ship. Everyone was making fun of it because the ship looks like a Dorito.
Yeah, when it starts.
Or it flies over like the ocean and like some random alien pops out of nowhere.
But I think it's more like, no. Is it Men in Black, I think?
Men in Black? What? I've never seen anything to do with Men in Black in a Dorito ship.
I think the spaceship in one of the Men in Black films looks quite similar.
I can't remember much from Men in Black.
I actually got Emily watching them the other day. She actually likes them.
I actually do like Men in Black.
Yeah, I do.
The thing that used to freak me out is the alien guy who puts his skin on. I think it's like the third
The
film.
fourth one's not that great
Is it
though,
the-
with Chris Hemsworth.
I didn't like that one that much.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've watched it.
It's Woman Out of Thor's in it as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's her.
It just didn't seem like Men in Black.
Nah.
It felt like a completely different film.
Film, yeah.
I did like Men in Black.
Well, this is what we were saying when we were just going on about Hugh and that playing Wolverine.
Yeah,
If it's not the same, just sometimes it just doesn't work, and then it's a bad film.
it's really hard because you don't want to reuse the same actors, but you also don't want to use new actors that don't fit.
So just call it a day.
Yeah, at this point, when did you get to Men in Black 3? Just end it. Why do they have to keep making more of them?
Well,
Make something new.
It's like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. They've done the fourth Bad Boys, didn't they? Obviously, you've not watched that saga yet, but
I did see about it.
they're still managing to keep it going. It's still fresh.
Is it good?
I think they're actually going to try and make a number 5. In the fourth one, the best new technology that I've seen them do in film so far, before AI comes in, I would say,
Yeah.
is body cams.
Yeah.
So they actually have this harness type thing.
That's
I don't
really
know
cool
what they're
idea.
called, but it's really cool because it's like a
Like a
little
GoPro.
GoPro, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's on the actor, but it's got a 360 spindle.
That's
on it.
really
so
cool.
like it can literally, so say me and you're the actors, right?
Yeah.
And we're on this side of the door, and you see us just about to go through that door there,
Yeah.
and then it'll spin round to see how many guys they shoot or whatever.
That's
You know what I mean?
Cool,
So you see first person shooter.
yeah, it's like a
thing.
game, but
Yeah,
like as a film.
Yeah, exactly. Which I thought was quite different because normally it's, like on a gyro type camera.
Yeah, it's
rig.
Yeah, like it like follows them around and
Yeah,
stuff like that. But I
But
do like
this
the
is
first person.
more like right in your face. I mean, it's probably not very, probably a bit awkward for an actor. Well, I suppose they're famous actors, so they're used to cameras in their face every day. But I don't think I would like it, would you?
Nah, I mean, it would get in the way. It would annoy me.
It's basically like taking a selfie.
It must be hard not to stare at the camera when it's pointing at them.
I really don't think I could be an actor, do you know?
No, I can't.
I think it seems cool. Like everyone wishes to be a celebrity in some format, don't they?
Yeah.
But, if you sit and pick apart all the,
Downside.
the cons, like the negative, like, you get so much backlash.
You do one thing wrong. That's like.
The
not-
paparazzi,
Oh.
proper hound you. You're just in the the world media all the time.
Yeah.
aren't
It must get. It must get annoying for him.
you? Yeah. It was like at Ozzy Osbourne's last gig. I think that was quite cool that Jason Momoa managed to, go to the gig and just be like every other
Yeah.
public person type thing. He didn't have all his guards with him. He didn't have all the cameras staring at him and ruining it. He just got to mosh out in the mosh pit.
That
With all the other people.
was awful.
What?
Mosh out with a mosh pit.
I didn't know what else to say.
You couldn't use the man.
The latest film that him and David Barista's in.
Is it
You've got-
Batista or Barista?
I don't know.
You're very bad at pronouncing
Batista.
celebrity names, aren't you?
Yeah, very bad.
That's fine.
If you can just say, if people knew who it was, like I would just say Drax,
Yeah.
because that's not very hard to pronounce.
Well, yeah, Drax, but not everyone knows like Drax from
Yeah, no,
Guardians
well,
of
that's why I
Galaxy.
try and say the
The actual
character.
actor's name. Yeah.
Yeah. When you was little, I was actually teaching you all the different bloody names.
Yeah. No, I'm not
So-
like ha.
Yeah. So when you was about 5, I'd be like, Jake, who's Batman? And you'd be like, Bruce Wayne. And I'd be like, and who acts as Batman, like the actual actor? And I can't remember
Oh.
who you said back then, but it was like Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I think it was Ben Affleck.
That was one of the Batmans.
I think that was when I was younger when Ben Affleck was.
Like, you
Batman.
actually knew that Captain America, Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans.
Yeah.
And Iron Man, who's Tony Stark's plays as
Robert
Robert Downey
Downey
Jr.
Jr.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you quite into Marvel, didn't I? I think that's probably why it's your favourite.
It's definitely my favourite. I grew up with it.
Well, yeah.
It's crazy to think of that when I actually think of Marvel. I think that's why I want to do directing so bad. It's because I've grown up with films that much that I just want to do it as a job. I just love everything about it.
I was about to say, would you like to actually do that as a career?
100%.
Like, path?
Yeah, 100%. Directing, filmmaking, like anything to do with that would be
Any
amazing.
sort of thing behind
Yeah,
the
100%.
scenes.
That'd be amazing.
So, like, what do you do? Like, so what does the producer do then? Because I don't really know much of what goes on behind the scenes.
See, the thing,
All I know is I watched this, I can't remember, it was like a sketch show that they tried bringing out. And it's actually quite good because it shows you, you know, it's supposed to be a funny sketch program.
yeah,
But it kind of shows you behind the scenes of how they make something. You
yeah.
know, like a superhero movie.
What's it called? I'll watch that.
Oh, I'll have to show you something. It's on, I think it was like on E4 or something like that, or iPlayer.
What, is it on normal TV? Or is it on...
Yeah,
like...
it was on normal telly, yeah.
Ah.
I don't think there was anyone really big in it. But it's quite good though, because, you know, like I said, it shows you the director with a little camera thing like that, saying everything.
What, with the
and then he has his little radio to tell everyone whose job's which. But behind the scenes, there's a lot of people.
It must get stressful for directors, honestly.
Well, in this little sketch show, he gets dead stressed.
I don't blame him. I would be going mental.
Because, you know, everyone's got their own role to play, and
Yeah.
he's got to make sure that everyone's
Does
doing
it right.
That's the director. So I'm getting confused. It's the producer that has to like oversee everyone,
Yeah.
I think. Whereas
The director does like story, camera work, lighting. I'm pretty sure lighting's like the most biggest pain in directing.
And do you know that guy that you're on about from The Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
What's his name again? You
Sebastian...
actually said it yesterday.
What? Director or wait?
No, the like villain guy in Winter Soldier that makes Bucky.
Zemo. I can't remember his name, but it was in.
He's the director in it.
Is he?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
And he's in another thing called The Alienist, but that's quite dark. If you're not keen on watching things that's like, me and Emily tried watching it the other day, like the first season. But it's like quite dark. So it's to do with, you know, before mental health was proper recognised.
Oh, yeah.
So if you had mental health back then in like the 17 or 1800s,
you just had to deal with it.
Yeah, you were just no, you were just like a psychopath that just wanted to kill people.
Like if you're upset about something, you just have to.
But it is
insane.
It is pretty dark.
That's crazy.
And he's in it. He's like a scientist, professor, doctor person, you know, like a psychologist who's trying to figure out why it's happening, sort of thing. It's quite good, you know. I thought it was refreshing to see him more as himself.
Yeah.
Whereas in that, he's putting on an accent. Well, actually, I think he might actually be German, to be honest.
I didn't know that.
Or, you know, because when he speaks... with like English, you know, he's got a bit of a twang, so I'm assuming maybe, you know, because obviously if you're foreign, you can tell, can't you, that they've got...
It's not like what you're used to.
Yeah, so like how me and you are talking in English, you can't really tell that much of an accent. Whereas sometimes you can tell I'm Scottish because I don't sound Rastafarian.
When you say like,
we. And not we as in yes as French.
We as in like small.
It's weird though, isn't it, when you think about it, how Scottish people's we rather than little, but French say we as in yes.
Yeah. You know, there's so many weird different like ways to say things.
Yeah, what's it called? Slang.
Yeah. I talk a lot of it. Quite a lot of slang.
So do I. Ish. I'm trying to get down with the funk.
Oh my, that's awful. You need to stop, honestly. It's embarrassing for me. It's awful.
Why?
Wait, no, it's not used to like someone say that like older saying slang. Like, I find myself embarrassing when I say slang that's not like what I used to say. I just like, oh.
Well, what slang do you know?
I don't really normally say that much slang. I don't really talk.
I've noticed because I always say, bro, you don't really. Well, I say it a lot, Meredith says it a lot, so you basically
I
don't say it anymore.
No.
Is it because you're getting too old for it?
I normally just say mate more now.
Yeah.
Like, all right, mate. That's what I normally say. But now I've made it sound like I don't say it normally. I made it sound weird.
Now you're going into yourself too much. You're overthinking it.
I'm overthinking it.
So yeah, just to round it off for this episode, what did we get up to before we got sidetracked? I can't even remember.
Oh, we went way off. What was it? Markiplier, Ironlong. That's where we started it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
So is there going to be like?
I think he's making another. I don't think.
Did you say that you've seen it?
No, I ain't seen it.
No. I think because we just ended up tumbleweeding into the distance.
We went completely off track.
I don't even know where that went.
Honestly.
So you were saying there's going to be a second one?
I don't think there's going to be. I don't know if he's making a second one, but he's not finished producing. He's going to keep making more films. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's the way to end it.
That would be pretty cool, though, wouldn't it, to see what else he comes up with?
Yeah. I want to see him doing more because it's better. I think it's better when something that's completely nothing to do with Hollywood just tumbles its way through, like making things different.
Yeah, well, that's why I like a lot of British stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because
you don't normally see British stuff in Hollywood.
No, I don't think. Well, obviously, we're not as big, are we? As Hollywood.
No.
So it's quite cool. Like, I didn't even know Rockstar was made in Scotland.
Yeah, it's actually made in
Dundee, innit?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
No,
I think it's really cool. Well, anyway, I think that'll end it.
Yeah, I think that's enough random chat for
Yeah, we'll end up here for a year.
It's not really...
Yeah, it was not structured at all. But I kind of like it like that. I think it flows better.
Yeah, of course. Hopefully the next time will be different.
We'll ask more questions instead of going off the rails.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening. Make sure to follow, subscribe, and share on all platforms. Thanks for listening. Bye.